Won the first 3 meetings before the Glamour Boys eventually earned a victory. Last season's corresponding fixture. It was a home match in Polokwane, saw Chiefs win 2-0. We spoke glowingly of a certain Stelly star, and with 6 days until the window shuts, he might be the missing piece, but until the ox is yoked, his midfield today consists of Castillo, Mart and Matlo, the latter one of 2 changes made from the 11 that began against Sundowns in the MTN 8 a fortnight ago. First start for Matlo in almost a year. Jesus Gonzalez makes his Dstv-premiership debut beside that edge chipper on the road. That was about 2.5 weeks back. Thabo Matlaba won't feature today, so Sabelo Sitole steps in to make just his second ever senior start. Kabelo Matlasela missed the first part of the season, but he's started the last 2 and they were both wins. He'll be looking to put in a great showing against one of his former sides. The chairman, Andile Mpisa, left an indelible mark on the South African football landscape. This has been played through wonderfully well, and first big opportunity of the game is put in for Gonzalez. This inches away from his the toe of his boot. It's picked up by Castillo. He considers a shot from range, eventually launches it a little aimlessly into the stands.
At least to try and rush into, try and get into that first ball very, very early so that the De Beers can play the ball there. But Castillo, you can see
on international duty now. This has been picked off here by Ashley De Beers. Pulls the trigger. Whew. He's come close.
A good steal there from De Beers. Anticipate very, very well. But I guess they couldn't actually hit the target, and that's what you want from De Beers, to try at least force a save from the goalkeeper. You can see that had a little bit of a curl, the outside foot. He didn't get the right connection that he wanted. At least try and maybe hit it across, Grant.
Pulemori. First real opportunity for him. Ends up at the feet of Matlo. Well, he's floated it in towards Castillo, and Molani Ngobo had to be brave.
Yeah, he had to be brave indeed. I mean, it was a beautiful ball being played in, just in between the defender and the goalkeeper. That we actually spoke about it a little bit earlier on. You can see when the ball goes wide, he positions himself. You'd actually think he is a striker because he makes those late runs inside the box. Very, very clever there, but it was a good ball there. But Ngobo very bravely so coming there to save the ball.
He's done well, Ngobo, although his intervention might have come at some personal cost as he clatters Castillo. Forward to Kazi's lost out now. Pulemori, De Beers making the run right through the centre. He's outstripped Mangani, but can't get a shot on target.
Very, very positive play, good play. The ball, we know exactly that he's the type of a player always looking to play the ball forward, but look at the run there by De Beers. Very smart, and this is a winger, by the way, that cuts in and becomes a striker. But also very a good job that been done there by Mangani, making sure that De Beers didn't get that.
He looks for Mori. Pulemori stolen the ball here. Can he cut it back? Well, he's just toe poked it across goal. And no one waiting.
That's a good start. I mean, you could see there the ball wasn't theirs, and I thought those are the type of mistake that John Maduga doesn't want. When you have the ball and you have an opportunity to clear the ball, you need to clear it. You could steal there from Mori, but I don't think he could see. I don't think he had an angle to actually play De Beers at that time. And being a player that is on form, you know you can try anything in that area, but you can see that trying to toe poke it, but it didn't hit the target.
This round of international friendlies now. Kaizer Chiefs on the defensive. Works the angle, Brandon Peterson makes the save.
As a lopsided player on the right, on the left-hand side, as a right footer, you're always trying to cut in. And you can see here with the 1v1 situation there with Zita there, it opened up. But then again, Peterson making sure that...
Did very comfortably. Mentioned that Peterson has made the most saves this season. There's Ngobo slips. Oh, tight angle! Oh! Very difficult chance, but a chance nonetheless. Ashley De Beers put it into the side netting.
I think, and especially knowing that the angle is very, very tight, you can actually control the ball because nobody's marking you. But I think maybe the bounce that happened just before, it made it very difficult for him to actually try and hit the target. It looks easy from this angle, but it's a very, very difficult ball to achieve.
For the first time since their maiden season in the top flights 2 years ago. Brilliant ball over the top. Pule Mori. It set up for him, but just couldn't find a clean connection.
That actually happened to Dupree. I think because the grass is so thick and so dry, the ball doesn't bounce in your favor. You look at the bounce again, he couldn't actually bring it down properly to be able to hit the target. And you can see he wants to point there, maybe on the grass or something like that, because when I was there doing the
a goal for a goal, effectively, as Mobo comes out, falls for Castillo, really sets up from Wallo! Could have been his 4th of the season. That has pinged against.
I mean, Ngobo does well from the first ball from that corner there. But again, for Royal AM, there's no players outside the box to be able to defend that second ball. You could see there with the Castillo.
There. At the other end, Royal AM with an opportunity. Oh, not a clean connection from Tele. And a couple of goals he scored. And if he had got that right, it would have been another good one. Maybe didn't expect it to come through to him. After Khamaldeen couldn't control, just sliced across.
Simply very solid. You need to have those players.
Now some space for Sitole to measure the cross in. Oh! That shaved the side netting via the head of Rezek.
We spoke about, you know, Simango and Bitloko not doing enough. But look at the ball there inside the box there.
Yeah.
There's a space, and Khamaldeen, he just found himself just in between Simango and Bitloko. And that's the space that you want.
Was, of course, in the first division as Pule Modi takes it on. He's worked the space. Modi lets fly, and that is most certainly not his best effort.
Yeah, his challenge was trying to get it to use his laces, and that's a wrong technique, especially when you're across the pitch. You need to use the inside foot to be able to have a little bit of a curler there, and you can see how
Modi. Look where Konika is. Now floated in, Gonzalez! Oh, he had to time that jump to perfection. As we've already mentioned, Ngobo not the tallest goalkeeper.
Enough crosses inside the box. Look at that lift, look at that jump there. Perfect. And what a great save as well from Ngobo. Being able to shift, and that footwork is so important because he had to move as quickly as possible. Look at the power behind that header as well. And I think it's been misused. I think in the first half they could have played more balls.
That's a lovely ball for Ashley Dupree. Now Dupree for Saile! Denied by the woodwork. With Shabalala now. Ngobo with the save.
The game is alive. What a perfect run. Look at that half-moon run. Mangani playing him onside. Dupree making sure there's more calm inside the box. Saile using the right technique. It's just unfortunate there they couldn't hit the back of the net. But also a great second save there from Ngobo from the Shabalala shot.
Well, it was a lovely ball from Frosler as well.
Yeah.
To locate Ashley Dupree, to spot him making that run.
Yeah.
And save now, being denied by the woodwork a couple of times. It's reminding me of Saile collects. Big opportunity to stretch his legs, making a dart down the flank. Good opportunity, missed. How on earth has he not at least hit the target here?
And the play himself, Dupree, positioning himself very well there.